Huron Public Library. Why not make a difference? We are going to create cat treats for the Humane Society. Tweens and teens, get ready to do some cooking. Tweens, grab your parents because we will be using an oven. So let's get started. Ingredients for this project is 2 5-ounce cans of tuna, 1 egg, 2 cups of flour plus a little more so when you roll it out you can put it on your surface. You will need a can opener for your tuna if it's not self-opening. You will need a rolling pin, 1 cup measurement, a spatula of some sort or a mixing spoon, a bowl to put it in, and a spatula. And I have a certain mat where I roll out dough, and that is here. It kind of contains the mess, so if you have one of these, it's great. Otherwise, you can just use your tabletop. And you will need a mixer. First of all, let's open up the tuna. This one I already have open. I have drained the water out of it. I'm going to put it in my mixing bowl, like so. I tried it with 1 can of tuna, but my cat is picky and she wouldn't eat it. So I thought if 1 can is good, 2 cans are better. I left a little liquid in the tuna. I did drain some out, but if you leave a little in, it will make the mixing of the flour. There is a lot of flour here, so it will make the mixing of the flour easier. It'll blend. When you get your tuna in the bowl, you take your mixer and you start mixing it. You want to mix it maybe 2 or 3 minutes so that it is prayed. Prayed means where all the chunks are separated. Then you add the egg. So let's crack the egg and put it in. And then you continue mixing it until it's mixed well together. You do not have to mix the eggs and the tuna very long. Just to get it mixed all the way through, let's take the beater and move it off to the side. And then we will grab the flour. 2 cups of flour. I have a cup measuring spoon. I fill it up and I put 1 cup in. And I'm going to fill it up, but I'm only going to put half a cup in because I want to beat it so that I can see how it comes together. You do not want it really dry, otherwise it won't roll out. So let's put half a cup and then let's blend it some more. And actually, I think 1.5 cup flour is enough. For this dough, it is like cookie dough. It needs to be stiff enough that it will hold together, but loose enough that it will roll out. First of all, let's put a little flour on where you're going to roll it out so it doesn't stick. Your ingredients and your cat treat mix should be like cookie dough. It doesn't stick to my hands, but it's pliable enough that I can take and easily roll it out. So let's kind of put it in a ball. Let's flop it on the flour, and then you can spread it out with your hands. You want to use the flour because it does not stick. It keeps it from sticking to any surface. So press it with your hands, turn it over so that you have flour on both sides. Then you take your rolling pin, and I grab a little flour and I put it on my rolling pin. Since I have it on both sides, it won't stick. You roll it out to 1/4 of an inch, so it almost looks like a pizza pie by the time you get done. All right, that is good. Now we're going to take and cut it. I'm going to use the side of my spatula, and I can just easily cut it like so. You may need a butter knife to cut it, but my spatula is sharp enough. So you take and you just make them. See my little squares? If they're too big, just go in and trim them a little bit. So let's take and fill our cookie sheet with our treats. And these weren't cut apart well enough, so I'm just using my spatula and pulling them apart. This spatula is a pizza spatula, and it works really well for a project like this. Now see how those pieces are smaller? That's a great size for a cat. Although my cat's pretty big, and she probably would like one more like that. Have your oven here preheated to 350. I'm using a toaster oven. If you have a regular oven, that's great too. This is what I have at the library. So once it's warmed up to 350, you take your treats and you put them inside the oven. You will cook them for 20 minutes. So remember, 350 for 20 minutes. So let's let them bake. Okay, they are finished, so let's take them out of the oven. Make sure you use pot holders so you don't burn your hands. Some of you younger ones might want to call a parent. So let's be careful. I'm going to put them on top of the oven because that is a safe place where I can let them cool. When you're finished with your treats, put them in a baggie so they stay fresh. I need them back at the library on Thursday, July 1st by 5 p.m. and I will take them to the Humane Society. If you make them quite a few days out from July 1st, take and put them in the freezer and return them to me frozen, and I will put them in a freezer here. You can bring them to my desk or drop them off at the circulation desk and they can handle them. Thank you for joining us today. Make sure you watch the calendar so you know about the upcoming activities. We have crafts, we have games, we have more why nots. So make sure you join us and send us your pictures. I love to see your pictures, and then I post them on my Facebook page and we share the activities that you do. Thanks for helping us make a difference. Bye.